Hello everyone, welcome today to an unboxing of this, which is a mystery box PC. It is a PC I bought at auction, which was listed as a case only, I believe. But clearly from the pictures, it had more than just that. It had components, it had a motherboard, it had a GPU. So I therefore took the risk. So today I'm gonna unbox it, open it, and we're gonna find out what this PC actually is, what spec it is, and whether it was worth me buying, whether it works for starters. That's always a good thing. It's a PC with a GPU that is fairly recent, most probably. Buying a PC with a GPU that's fairly recent for under £350 is pretty much unheard of. So now, nothing else to do other than unbox this PC. So I'm going to unbox it now. It is late at night, it's 1 AM in the morning at time of recording. So I'm going to unbox this and come back another day and give it a real run through and check and make sure that it properly works and is up to speed and temperature, you know, all those things, doesn't overheat, nothing is broken, etc. So let's unbox this, shall we? I don't have a knife, so I'm just using a screwdriver. But that's actually handy that I'm using a screwdriver because this might be useful for me to open the actual case in a minute. We have the box for the PC case. Box is a little beat up, I think it's fair to say. But this is the case. It's an Antec DP301M apparently. Not anything super special as far as I'm aware. This is what slightly gave it away. We didn't have a picture of the box, but this picture is on the back of the PC itself. So this is a logo of a PC company that I recognise from the UK. So I knew that, you know, it was a PC that was built and not a second-hand PC that just, you know, any old person's chucked out that their nan had or whatever, you know? Well, that's a great start. It's upside down. Power cable. Useful, right. There's something rattling around, which is never a good sign, but it's probably just a piece of plastic that's broken in shipping. Maybe that's the reason that this was returned or whatever it was, which is the reason that it came up for auction. A bit of foam, bit of polystyrene. What's this? This is the PC. The picture that I had, the only picture that was useful, because I mean like a picture from this side, you can't see, it's very dark. There's a missing screw there, but that's fine. The picture that I had was of the back. So that's the picture I had, so I could see that it is a GPU that has 4 ports, of which 3 are display ports and 1 is a HDMI, and then I can see the motherboard and all the motherboard connections. And I did my best to search and find out a motherboard that looks like this and try and find the model, because then I'll know the CPU generation. And I did my best to find the GPU. And I don't know whether I ever came down to exactly identifying them on their own. It's quite hard to search a motherboard by just its I/O, turns out. Honestly, all in all, the case actually doesn't look bad. The case actually looks fine. Now, I sat here because I've got the lights on, can't see what's in it. But I reckon this piece of paper tells me exactly what it is. So I guess I'm going to open this piece of paper. So we've got a Ryzen 5 5500, which is a 6-core CPU. Obviously we know the case is the DP301M Micro ATX from Antec. MSI A520MA Pro motherboard. Cooler, AMD Ryzen, it just says GPU, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060. Now that's nice, that's much better than I was expecting. Now, worst case scenario, I was thinking a 1650. I reckon even if I bought this PC and it was like a Ryzen with a 1650, 16 gig of RAM, I reckon I could get my money back. But a 4060, mwah, much better. 16 gig of DDR4, a terabyte M.2 NVMe SSD, 600 watt bronze power supply, a USB Wi-Fi adapter, and Windows 11 Home. That is what I have here on this sheet. Now that we know all of those things, let's hope it's not smashed to pieces inside. It would be amazing to see it smashed to pieces with the outside looking so normal. Like if the GPU just fell out and gone clonk, 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 clonk through everything. Could happen. Okay. I mean, that is clean as anything. It is literally unused. A very sort of simple, nicely put together. I mean, these cables are annoying. I don't like these. Why is this cable up here? You should be down there, cable. Go away. So there's no fans in the front. There's no fans in here. There's space for fans, but there are no fans, which is a bit weird. To not have any fans in the front. But there we go. There's a fan in the back, and Obviously the CPU has a fan and the GPU has a fan and the power supply has a fan, so maybe this is fine. I think I've nailed it. I think again, I don't want to round of applause myself, but I just did. But I think I did I think I've nailed a solid deal. As long as it's all working and functional, we nailed it, mate. Should we give it a quick plug in and see if it just boots up to Windows at least? And if it does that, I think we can call it, oh shit. If it does, we can call this, well, so far we can call this a success. Turn on at the back and on. She's on. Oh, you can see the light, it's lit up. There we go. We can see that it at least boots up. It's on the Windows setup screen. It looks really messed up, but it's just stretched really wide. I don't know why. Does this change the lights? Yeah, it does. Fucking sick, bro. Oh, I like the rainbow. That's nice. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Ooh, red's pretty sick. There we go. PC unboxed. Successful buy, I think. I think that was pretty good.
A few moments later.
We're about a week later than the recording of that stuff happens. But I have since taken that PC home and I have run it through some tests, which I can show you on screen now. I didn't test it personally in any games because I didn't feel the need to. Like, I know it's going to run games at 1080p nicely. So I did quickly run it on a website, the Can I Run It? I always call it Can I Run It or Can My PC Run This? I can't remember what exactly it's called, but it will apparently run 100% of games at minimum, and it was like 96 or 93% at recommended. So that's pretty good. I mean, no matter what you're wanting to play, it's got a shot of playing it pretty decently at 1080p, which I think is kind of what this PC is aimed at. Not a 1440p, and it's not by any means like a high refresh, you know, high FPS machine. In certain games it will be, you know, older games and stuff like that. But in terms of like newer games that are coming out, it's capable of running them, which I think is just the main important thing. To me, this is sort of a low to mid range PC, but it's a solid PC by any means. And I have now listed it for sale and I'm looking to get rid of it because I considered keeping it. I considered maybe keeping it as like a streaming PC and doing a 2 PC setup, but just the complications of doing that, with the amount of time I have, I don't feel like that's really for me right now. So I've listed it for sale. If it doesn't sell particularly fast, it's fine. I'm quite happy to have it sat around for a little bit. I'm definitely going to make my money back on it, so that's fine. If for some reason it doesn't sell at all, then maybe I'll look at keeping it and doing a dual PC setup. But it ran very well on the stress test. Temperatures never really reached over 71, 72-ish on either GPU or CPU while they were being fully loaded for like a good hour or so. It didn't crash, it didn't do any of that stuff. I set it up, I managed to, you know, sign into Windows and get that set up really easily. I actually bought a little screen, a little portable monitor, which I've been wanting for ages. I actually had one a while ago, but I never used it. So in the pictures, you'll see that I've just got a monitor sat on top of the PC, like a little fold-up monitor that works by USB-C. That's really cool. Maybe I'll do a review on it. I don't know. I really like that. That's a really cool thing to have for this kind of exact thing. And I have a couple PCs that I want to build or do something with. I have parts laying around for, and I should really build something. So being able to have that means that at least I can build it on the desk and I don't have to plug into the TV behind me. I can plug into this little monitor and it can just sit on the desk nicely. Everything went very well with that PC. Now, I forget what I want to shout out what the exact stress test was, because I never really knew how to stress test PCs before. I'd used something like Furmark or something to like push the GPU, or what was the other one? It's the boat, and it gives you the FPS, and there's a flying boat, and it does the scene and generates it. Can't remember what that's called right now. I'll put that on screen when I edit because I'll remember. But I want to shout out the actual software. It's called OCCT. OCCT. It's great. It's cool. It's free, and I could download it, and it was just able to just throw stuff at the CPU and the GPU and get them working 100%, so that you can stress test it, make sure it's not going to crash, make sure it's not going to overload or overheat or anything like that. And shout out to Bricky, you know who you are, for letting me know that, because he also built a PC recently and he was like, oh, you should use this to stress test it. Great advice. Great shout. thank you, Bricky, for that. If you guys want to see more of this, if you want to see more of, I don't know, just me buying mystery kind of PC kind of thing like this and unboxing it, if you want to see that, let me know. If you want to see me build some PCs, I'm definitely going to be building some PCs. So that's coming up at some point when I get around to it. But if you'd like to see me do more of these, then let me know. If you're interested and you're in the UK, maybe hit me up. It might still be for sale. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye!